The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Get it!
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Booker. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back 7's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On first down, Booker. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. On 1st and 10, Booker. Looking middle, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
To throw on 2nd down, Booker.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the set. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
Let's go now.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Booker. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went.
Touchdown, Jets! 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded at the 33.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ready,
So after
break.
the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Booker.
Big strides, look at him go. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one, I think, where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
Ready,
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Booker. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
A.T. Perry.
From 10 yards out.
And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Throwing on first down. Booker. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
Yeah, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go, Chap, go, Chap. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hey, check that, street. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
2. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. $19 Lion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready, right?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And Cook has it, left side. Oh, nice move. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
On the jump.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going long for Coates. Touchdown, Seahawks. A big play there. 43 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go, Titans.
On first down, Booker.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Off play action, Booker. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Warriors 17.
To throw on 3rd down, Booker. That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Ready. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Back to throw again.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Dragon 60. Bronco 80. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Coates. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
70.
Into at the Jets' 26-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 4. And his throw here is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20 to 10.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on. Set.
On 1st and 10, Booker. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again, Booker. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Booker. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Booker. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Buffalo 18.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Ready,
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
At the 13-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
79 Broncos.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Maverick.
Back to throw here. And complete right side to Cook. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Booker. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Here we go, 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Back to throw. Booker to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out right at the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Check it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Hard throw, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Running for it, here's Cook, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing to start the drive, Booker. And a completion to Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on 1st down. Booker. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Looking to throw. Booker. Touchdown. A.T. Perry. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets have opened the lead up to 30. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear
who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Cook up the gut. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll audible to something else.
79 Broncos. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now Cook running right. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll try and throw for it here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Go!
On 1st down, Booker on the move to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Come on, come on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a 3rd, but not to be, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine.
Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Go.
They'll look to throw here. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
'70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
Okay, great. Go.
They'll try and run for it. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
On 1st and 10, Booker. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
70 Lions.
They'll give to Hall.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Trap 50, trap 60. Go.
Back to throw. Booker. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
On the set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a first and maybe more. Down to the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 24. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Cup 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready, break. Go.
Looking to throw. Booker escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Booker. And his throw is incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Come on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Press all 80. 19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Booker. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Reek Willen. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
This is 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Now 1st and goal.
7 Pirates, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Warriors 70. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Wilson. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have